promise to stay. Don't give a fuck what you say. I'ma do it, I'ma do it, I'ma do it my way.
Oh, hey there. What's going on, y'all? On today's first episode of REN Rants, we about to just go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about it. I decided to name the first episode Life is a Gift because, let's face it, life is truly a gift. And if you don't know that, it's because you're probably in a dark space. You're probably going through a lot. And so I'm here to talk about ways that we can literally appreciate and enjoy life. The first one is stop being hateful. Stop being evil to your fellow man. Stop being evil to your neighbor. Stop being evil to people. Spread love and joy and peace because everybody is going through something, very much something. Everyone is facing some type of uphill battle in this life that God has blessed us with. It is a gift, but when you make life harder for other people, you make it feel like a burden. Stop doing that. You heard what the fuck I said. I said stop doing that shit. If you find yourself on the other side of that spectrum, you find yourself on the other side and people are being hateful to you, and they're making you feel like you're less than, and they're making you feel like you're not worthy, you need to remove yourself from those people. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve you. God gave us one life to live, one beautiful life to live, and each person that you allow into your life that's causing detrimental warfare, pain, whatever it is they're causing that's not positive, get them out. Get them out. Get them out. And if you're not sure who they are, pray. Pray for wisdom because God gives it to you freely every single day. Pray for wisdom. Also, use discernment. Pray for discernment because discernment will save your life. Discernment, baby, discernment has saved my life on several occasions. Do you hear me? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Life is meant to be lived without stress, without worry. Pain and suffering is inevitable. Crime and punishment. It's inevitable. It's okay to experience pain. It's okay to suffer. That's part of life. But don't allow the suffering and the pain that's inevitable to make you feel like life is not worth living. Life is worth living. It's a beautiful day here in Las Vegas, a sunny, beautiful day in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm about to go run some last minute errands. I'm going to my chiropractor appointment, handle some business. But on the way out, I decided to go ahead and decide to do this first episode because not only is it mandatory and needed, long overdue. Everybody loves a rant from Ren. If you don't know, now you know, nigga. This Ren rant could possibly save someone's life. Don't ever let anybody in your life make you feel like you're not good enough or worthy of love. I'm going to go ahead, come on here and be a little bit more transparent. We're going to break it down a little bit. Just because someone birthed you doesn't mean that they love you or that they care about you. You have to come to that conclusion. I am so scared to be a mom. This is my confession. No usher. I'm scared to be a mother to my children. That's why I'm working so diligently on my mental health, breaking generational curses, whether it be poverty, whether it be mental health, whether it be any type of generational curse that my family has experienced. I am doing my due diligence to break that curse because I am scared for my life. I am scared to be a mother to my children because I'm scared that the same bad energy that my grandmother put on my mother and my mother put on me is going to rub off on my baby girls. And I'm just petrified to do that. I don't want to bring them through that type of trauma, that typical Black mother trauma. I don't want that for them. So I did my due diligence and allowed them to be raised by their grandmothers because I felt like that was better for them. I felt like that I was doing something good for them. It's not that I just don't want to be a mom. Being a mother was the most beautiful thing that God could have allowed me to ever do. To birth two healthy, beautiful, smart young ladies. That's a blessing. That's such a blessing. I was able to create that gift of life. I was able to create that gift of life for my children. God used me as the vessel to bring them here on this earth. And I, as the mothership, am proud. That's a privilege. I am so proud of that. But then when I think about it from my perspective as a child, I love my mother. I would do anything for my mother. But let me come on here and talk about the real tea. My mother has me blocked. She's not speaking with me. She doesn't want to deal with me. Yes, it's hurtful. But my little brother decided to go and try to turn my mother against me. So they're delegating and being hateful and evil and spreading all that negativity amongst each other about me, when all I've ever done was love them, be there for them. Anytime they needed me, I'm there. So I have come to the conclusion that just because my mother didn't respond to my text or my text message on Mother's Day and her birthday. Her birthday is May 11th. It's been May 11th all my life. So I've always given her elaborate and nice gifts for that day, because not only am I celebrating the beautiful mother that birthed me, but this was the day that you were birthed. This is the day that you were born. This is a special day. My queen's day. So I always made it special for her. And so it hurts me that I wasn't able to do that. I was more hurt that I couldn't be there for her because she has me blocked. Now, if that doesn't say a lot about my character, I don't know what else does. But I wasn't more so hurt that she has me blocked, but it's the fact that she's got me blocked and I wasn't able to reach out and love on her. That hurt me. But the traumas of Black mothers, the trauma that we experience from Black mothers, I'm going to do a study on it. I'm going to do an actual dive in scientific study. I'm going to go talk to different professors at universities. I'm going to talk to different people from all walks of life. This is going to be a really good study because it's something that I've always been intrigued by. When I've watched as a child my mother's tumultuous relationship with her mother, and I've always had a tumultuous relationship with mine, ever since I was a child. My mother kept me from my father. I was the only sibling that did not know who my father was. I was kept from my father, from my family, didn't know who he was, didn't know what he looked like. I was lied to. I was told he was a Mexican. Can you imagine going 30 years of your life thinking that you're half Mexican and half Black, and you're not? I have a YouTube channel. This is going to be on the YouTube as well, but also posting this on TikTok. And I want you guys to go to my YouTube channel and watch the first episode of My Life in the Sunshine. My vlog, My Life in the Sunshine. My nickname is Sunshine. If you know, you know. My Life in the Sunshine is a vlog that I started back in 2020 or 2021. And when I started that vlog on YouTube, it was the first episode was my self-discovery journey. Me trying to figure out who I am, who I really am, genetic-wise, DNA-wise. I know who I am as a person. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. I'm a woman of God. I'm a child of God. But, you gotta pass the peace stick. You wanna hit it? Go ahead. Okay. That's enough. Damn. You ain't even put it on this. But anyway, my rant for the day: life is a gift. When a mother gives that gift of life, that is it. That's it, baby. You can't expect anything else besides the gift of life. You were put here. If you happen to have great parents, mommy, daddy that loves you and have nurtured you and created you to be this great person with good character and all your talents and gifts, they groom them and they hone in on them and they make sure that you become the most successful human being that you could possibly be on this planet. God bless you. And also, don't take that for granted. I don't care if they make you mad. I don't care if they do anything. Do not take that for granted, my loved one. Do not take that for granted, my loved one, because that is a rare thing. Not everybody got that type of love from their parents. Not everybody can call their parents up and say, hey mom, I love you. I need this. Or hey dad, I love you. I need this. Or hey dad, I just wanted to say. Not everybody has that. Be grateful for the life that you have. Don't expect anything else out of it besides loving yourself and trusting God. If you have any other higher expectations besides trusting God and being grateful for this life, you're going to be a continued disappointed human being. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be depressed all the time. You're going to always find yourself in a dark space. In 2023, October of 2023, I tried to take my life. That wasn't my first attempt either. Let's talk about it. I've tried to take my life on quite several occasions. Life can get overwhelming. If you know, you know. I went through a really bad breakup. Not only did that breakup traumatize me to the utmost, I was abandoned, left for dead. I was in a bad place, financially, emotionally, mentally. And for me, it made me realize, like, wow, like, I have nobody. My kids are in Nashville. The family I was trying to create with this man is no longer there. Lost all of my friends. I'm not going to say all of them. There were a few that definitely stayed, and I love y'all. Thank y'all for staying. You'll forever have my place in my heart. Child, it got bad. I was in the lake. I was in the lake ready to just slit my wrist and just fall in there and just let life take away, like, fall away from me, like, just let it go away. Like, I didn't want it no more. And when I talk about it, I don't really get emotional about it either. I think that because I am in this place, I'm on this level of life where I'm kind of numb. And it's not a bad numb. It's the type of numb that you're supposed to have after experiencing so much grief and tragic things in life. Like, you're gonna end up kind of having some tougher skin. You feel me? So after that experience, I created a body of work, shall I say, excuse me. I created a body of work that resonated from my spirit and my heart. And I kind of just went with the flow, you know? And it was like, okay, this is happening in my life. I didn't take my life. I was actually scared. I was scared. I cried. I cried so hard. I said, because I knew I was fighting those demons that were just telling me to do it. And then those angels that were fighting them were like, no, she's not going to do it. She's stronger than this. Her purpose is stronger than this, and she's not going to do it. So that battle that you feel, that tug of war that's inside of you, that's telling you to fucking off yourself, is very emotional. And in those emotions, I just started thinking of so much things, like, and those words turned into songs. And that particular body of work was created. It was born. And that's where dark mode came in. I was in such a dark space. It's also a play on words. For my first EP, Do Not Disturb. Do Not Disturb is a feature on the phone where you can like literally put your phone Do Not Disturb where people can't bother you. That was my vibe when that came out. So when this particular project came out last year, dark mode, that was my vibe. Like that was the mode I was in. There's light mode, there's dark mode on the phone. So I just played off of that as well. Plus I was also in that space. I was in such a dark space. So instead of calling it dark space, I called it dark mode. You know, to be clever. What can I say? I'm a musical genius. But yeah, so I've come to the conclusion that after losing all the friends that weren't supposed to be in my life, losing the man that wasn't supposed to be in my life, yeah, you know, not doing that bad thing that I was trying to do, I was angry. I was angry that I couldn't go through with it. And so I'm not gonna lie, you guys, this is gonna sound crazy, but I did. I went online and I faked my death, and I made it seem as if I died and that I was no longer here. And there were some people there were quite a few people that were very upset about it. Couple people didn't even buy it. They were like, there's no way, but that's definitely fake. This is bullshit. But that's neither here nor there. Point of the matter is, I should have never done that. I feel like that's not a nice thing to do, playing with people's emotions like that. But from my perspective, to give myself, you know, some grace, from my perspective, I just didn't want to be here anymore. So I decided to kind of remove myself in one way or another, whether it was for real physically or just my presence on social media or my presence that people think that I have on this earth. It was a lot. I was going through a lot of mental health problems. So let's talk about it. Yes, I've gotten a therapist between that time and spoke to the lady and did all that. Talked to God, went to church. Trust me, I'm not giving advice that I don't live myself. I don't preach something that I ain't practicing, okay? Rennie is practicing everything she's preaching. Let's talk about it. So, after going through that experience, faking my death, pissing people off, lost a lot of friends, it was weird. Weird situation. Whatever. Created a body of work that literally like just exuded my emotions and how I felt about life, about relationships, about just how I was feeling in general. Like, it is what it is, right? So I say all that to say, I am very grateful that that body of work has been recognized. I am, yes, your girl, yours truly, is nominated for a SEA award, the Southern Entertainment Award, for Album of the Year. And I am flying to Atlanta Friday for this award, and I'm so excited. I feel so honored. I feel so grateful. I feel full. I feel very full because I know that people see me and that people feel me and that I'm not the only one on this planet that has felt that way, that You've just gotten so in such a dark space that you couldn't even see the light at the end of the tunnel. It was so dark. You didn't even see that tiny little peep of light. You couldn't see it. You could not see it. You couldn't see it. And we all have either been there or are going to be there one day. And you have to brace yourself. Brace yourself, fool. Because it's going to be a crazy ride. It's not going to feel good. It's going to be so uncomfortable. But within growth, life is all about uncomfortable growth spurts. Growing is never comfortable. It's like when your feet get too big as a kid and you put your shoes on and you got to go to school all day with your toes kind of curled up because those are the only shoes you got until mama buys you some new ones until you come home like, mama, these shoes hurt. Well, damn. And she started touching the front. Yeah, you done grown out of them. I'm going to take you to the store. We're going to take you to the store today. We're going to get you some new shoes. Growing hurts. It doesn't feel good. But you know, it's all a part of life. When the caterpillar goes into that cocoon, it knows that, okay, this is not going to be fun. This is not going to be comfortable. And I was just living my best life. I'm squirming around, eating leaves, living my motherfucking best life. And now I got to go into this cocoon like, what? What the fuck is that? Like, huh? That's crazy. But guess what? You come out a beautiful butterfly. Spread your wings and begin to fly. Oh, fly, butterfly. You feel me? Like, it's the most beautiful thing you can think of. So when you look at life like every obstacle that comes my way, bring it on. I'm excited. Shake things up a little bit. Shaking the table. Life is going to shake the table. Try to make better decisions. Try to be smart, you know. Do the right thing, like Spike Lee. Because life is going to throw its curveballs anyway. Why? You ain't going to add a little extra spice on it. You ain't got to do all that. Just stay close to God. Pray. Do right by people. Sow good seeds. Sow good seeds so that when it grows, it can feed you and multiply. If you don't sow good seeds, it's going to be barren. It's going to be empty. It's going to be dead. Don't nobody want all that shit, man. Spread love. Be nice. I'm such a Southern belle. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, but I'm really such a Southern belle. I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee, baby. I call everybody sweetie pie, honey bun, pudding. I'm just a loving, endearing girl. I'm just a sweet baby girl. The sweetest. The most loving, sweetest. And I hate for some on this planet that they've had to see that side, but let's ask ourselves, what did you do to bring that out? Exactly. Let's talk about it. So no, we have to do right by others. Don't provoke people to anger. Don't be evil to people. Spread love and joy. Because baby, life is a gift. Thank you for joining my first episode of REN Rants. And that's my rant, baby. We talked about it. It was talked about. Y'all have a blessed day.